I'm like, who's Luke? I really don't know anything about it. I'm going to destroy this guy. I'm going to probably try to submit him under 5 minutes.
From what I've seen, you look like a bit of a showman. Your guns blazing and take him down past his guard and take his back.
So I started when I was 18. So as soon as I got my license, I got my car and drove from Northern to Midland. So 18 to now. So 9 years. This would be my 9th year. So I train at 2 gyms, but my jiu-jitsu gym is 80-20 BJJ. So he's my coach. He teaches me jiu-jitsu. I train in my other gym, my MMA gym, LCA, but I'm more of a coach fighter there. So I'm teaching tonight, but yeah. So Dion Mendel's my coach. He's from 80-20 in Midland, and he grades me and everything. The longest coach in anything. Like I started jiu-jitsu, but like I didn't really train like seriously until I got my purple belt. So I was like a blue belt for 5 years, but as soon as I got my purple, which was like 2 or 3 years ago, that's when I started training more than once a week. And then I started competing. And then when I competed, I was like, when I got my purple belt, I just did every SGT. And then that led to going to brown. That's where I versed you. I've trained more in the last 2 years than I have in the last 7 before that. And so we do the spider, which is like hard cardio. So I've been doing that consistently. I've been doing shark tanks at my 80-20 gym. Essentially, I'm rolling till I'm exhausted pretty much. When you have a no time limit match, you have to be ready. So I'm ready to go for an hour if I need to go. That's, I'm ready to go as far as it needs to go is what I'm pretty much trying to say. Because it's a double-edged blade, because I think there's a lot of footage of me, like my Eternal fights up. When I did the brown belt open, the guy that won that was watching my fight, which I'm like, oh, this guy that won the worlds is watching my grappling, my fights. So I'm preparing for the best Luke there is. And then I hope he's preparing for the best Jack or Patrick. Yeah. All my comps, I wear Craig Jones gear, and then I usually win by leg lock. Yeah. But my last SGT, I was working a lot more top control, but it still ended up with 2 leg lock finishes. So I have a very overwhelming style. So my game plan really is to go forwards, and then like with all my matches, and just find the takedown. If I can't get the takedown, I'll bull guard. Like I'm just going there to win. The quickest way would be leg lock. Like I've got a 4-second win by leg lock. But Luke, thank you for taking this match. I'm not sure if we've met before. I'm going to assume that you're going to be very ready. Like you accepted this match. I'm going to prepare for the best Luke Vincent, whoever he is, to verse me. And if you've watched my matches before and like the brown belts or my recent matches, prepare for a much harder match than those. I've been preparing for this match, so just expect a better version of me. I'm going to come to win, and I hope you bring your best as well.
So I've been training for roughly 6 years now, with a little bit of time off here and there, but been pretty consistent over the whole 6 years. I train out of Scrappy MMA, and that's under Pablo Torrealba, recently promoted to black belt. So we've got a good group of training partners down there, and a real good crew of guys that can help us push us ourselves better. Really, it's a little bit hard to prepare for a no time limit match, because you obviously don't know how long it's going to go. I haven't really changed up a whole lot of what I'm doing. Really, it's been just getting some extra rounds in and going for a few extra runs, trying to get that cardio up just in case it goes into the double digit minutes and pushing closer to a 20-minute match. But I'm just going to take it as it comes. Good. I'm just going to go in and get ready to do jiu-jitsu. Really, know a whole lot about him. I've seen a couple of videos of him grappling, because he's grappled with Pablo before, and a couple other guys that pop in and out of the gym are familiar with him. And I remember watching him in the last Eternal and watch him compete in that. So I'm familiar with who he is, but never grappled with him before, and don't know a whole lot about his game. In terms of how long I think the match is going to go for, no real idea, but I think we'll probably have a bit of an idea after the 10-minute mark, because I think at that point, one of us would have set a pace that we want to keep going at. And I think it will probably take around 10 minutes for us to realize who's gonna have the gas tank to push it through and just fatigue the other guy out. And that's if someone doesn't catch a sub in the first 5 minutes, really. Test him for the first 3 minutes, get a feel for where he thinks the match is going to go. And no real particular game plan. I'm just going to come out and get a feel for his game. As I said, never grappled him before, and I'm not 100% sure of where his strengths and weaknesses are. I know that I've heard that he likes to play the legs a bit, so I'm happy with that. I'm comfortable with the leg game and feel that my defense is pretty good there. So confident and feel that my game is very well rounded. So I'll just take what he gives me. If he leaves the neck open, I'll go for a choke. If he leaves the elbows too far away from the body, I'm going to look to attack the arms. If he leaves his feet dangling because he's too confident, then I'll go for the legs. I'm happy to go wherever the fight's going to go. And for anything that comes, I'm happy to play guard. I'm happy to pass. I'm happy to stand up and wrestle for 15 minutes. It's good luck to you. Hopefully we have a good match. We like to put on a good performance for the crowd. So I'm happy to come out and do the tango with you, and hopefully we just put on a good performance for all the viewers out there.